Well, welcome back into Studio 10, and as we continue to celebrate Pride Month, it's also important to recognize the obstacles and struggles that members of the LGBTQIA+ community face on a daily basis.
Oh yeah, there's so many struggles that are both internal and impact mental health and can result in depression, anxiety, PTSD, low self-esteem, stress, suicidal feelings. The list unfortunately goes on and on. So as part of our statewide You're Not Alone mental health campaign, we are highlighting how art can literally paint the bigger picture and help with expression and acceptance. Take a look. As Jessie Gott rocks around the Lansing Art Gallery, she feels a sense of pride, literally.
And there are so many amazing queer artists that are featured in this show, and I feel honored to be one of them.
Her piece Cheese proudly hangs on the wall as part of the LGBTQ+ Artists in Michigan group exhibition. But she tells me that there's meaning behind the strokes of this smile.
As a queer artist specifically, I think a lot about presentation and how you present yourself to the world and how you see yourself internally. There is this very forced grin.
A forced grin, smiling through pain. These are some situations Jessie believes people can relate to, especially those struggling with their mental health.
With queer people, with artists, definitely with queer artists, where you feel invalid sometimes, whether other people are telling you that, whether you are kind of in charge of that conversation.
Isolation and anxiety about their identity often plays into that conversation.
This pressure that some folks feel to label themselves and to stick with that is really hard. At least I experienced a pressure to find a label. Just figure it out and then that's it. But have that voice in you telling you if you're really anxious about something, that maybe that's not a good idea. Kind of really have to just take charge of having a conversation with that voice rather than that leading you to make every decision.
Jessie takes charge of those struggles and conversations through art.
There's something really special about making something with your hands and having your brain kind of become a little quieter.
Painting has become Jessie's preferred medium, appreciating the open-endedness of colors on a canvas.
There's something about working with a material that then changes over time. The colors change over time. It feels like you are, it's really like a responsive medium. Sometimes the paint will lead you to something else. Sometimes you're kind of in charge. So you collaborate with the medium in a way that I think is really cool.
Collaboration can also be seen at the Lansing Art Gallery in this special exhibit, as each of these pieces share different perspectives and stories.
Everybody has a different identity, a different experience, a different journey. So being all in one space together is really special. I think giving queer people and LGBTQIA people a platform to share their stories and share their artwork is really important, but also not just for Pride Month, throughout the whole year, you know, we're always here.
Jessie says that each person's LGBTQIA's journey is different. However, just like paint colors can change over time or lead you to something else, that exploration is inspiration, and that they should know they're not alone.
The more that you talk to LGBTQIA folks, the more that you learn from them. You can identify in so many different ways, and all of them are valid. There's so much exploration, and one of the best parts is that you keep exploring and you keep learning about yourself.
Yes, and you can keep having conversations and you can explore and support more LGBTQIA artists at the Lansing Art Gallery. That exhibit is up until the end of the month. And then you can also check out Rainbow Riot over in Old Town. And there's also so many resources and support groups through the Silas Center in Lansing.
Yeah, what a beautiful story. And the power of art, really. But we are